Hello and welcome to the Bodysurf podcast with your budgie boys Tim and Owie. This is Between the Sets. We haven't done one of these for a while, Owie. What's been going on?
Yeah, mate, we've been, what do we do? What do we really do with ourselves? I'm writing notes. I'm writing notes as we speak. Just preparing for tonight's show. Yeah, a couple of gags, mate. Yeah, hitting it, you know.
I feel like my day is just Zoom meeting after Zoom meeting. Then it gets to the night time and then I jump in a Zoom meeting with the budgie boys. It's amazing. It's incredible. There's nowhere I'd rather be than right
mate,
here.
You are doing a lot of Connie T lately, and it's great. I'm loving it.
Yeah, jump on the old Rankamuffin bandwagon because we are going to the moon with Jeffrey Bezos, that's for sure. Some heavy satire coming out of me lately, but that's not happening tonight. We're going to be talking about body surfing. That's we got heaps of stuff to talk about. What an amazing interview we had with Super Biscuit last week, and we've got another amazing guest lined up for next week. Trey Boarding is going to be on the podcast. That's going to be a great chat,
mate. Huge show tonight. Hit that stinger because I'm fired up.
Tim and Owie. Listen via the Nova Player. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play and take Nova wherever you go. The Nova Player.
Kate, Tim and Owie.
Mic 1 on. Mic 2, that's you, Kate, you're on.
Right, here we go.
Mic 3.
Owie, you're on.
The time is 4:02 and 59 seconds.
Right.
Hi.
This is Kate, Tim and
Owie.
Just hanging out with friends.
Don't freak out.
Sit back and enjoy the ride.
on Nova.
Okay, strap in. Let's do this.
Chisel.
Oh, yes. We are back with another episode of Between the Sets. These are the little chats me and Owie like to do just in between the waves and, have a bit of a chat about what's coming up on the Bodysurf podcast in the weeks to come. I'm revved up. I'm ready to go. Let's get through the rest of the year with nothing but home runs.
Oh, nothing but episode in, episode out of the Bodysurf podcast. I mean, let's do it. 1 week after another, Timmy. Can we do it? Can we make it happen?
No. What's been going on lately? Is it just the lockdowns got to us?
Yeah, I think so. And listen, I'm just working hard. I'm a hard-working boy now. I've come out of mental health, which is pretty cruisy. Everyone reckons, you're working with, like, pretty challenging people. Mate, you haven't worked with challenging people until you've worked in the, one, the hospitality industry, which I haven't, thank the Lord. But two, when you're supplying Bunnings, everyone goes to Bunnings and thinks it's happening. And fair enough it is. They've got a great range. But, man, if you have to deal with them, it's tough work. And so anyway, I'm working long hours, Timmy. I'm getting home late. I'm going to sleep early. I'm waking up early. And the podcast is suffering for it.
And can I just say, Bunnings, a new sponsor here on the Bodysurf podcast. So make sure you head into Bunnings and grab some really good gardening supplies. Hopefully Owie's been getting some premium products to Bunnings lately. Have you been doing any airport runs?
No, I'm off the airport runs, Timmy. I just pretty much, I handle everything that Bunnings buys now. So the airport runs was, for our company anyway, went to other nurseries. I'm just supplying Bunnings. That's my sole role. So anything that you buy at Bunnings, not anything, plants that you buy at Bunnings, there's a good chance that I've probably held one of those plants that you are buying.
Now, my dad's a big fan of Bunnings. He's there pretty much every day, and he's got some smart pass that lets him cut the line. I don't know how he got it because you need to have an ABN, and he works in HR, so I don't know how he got this deal, but he loves it. But I really wanted to get him a Bunnings Warehouse T-shirt, but I can't find them anywhere. I've been on eBay, I've been on Marketplace. They don't sell these.
They've got some good merch, Timmy. They've got the corduroy hat, which I found was quite nice.
Yes.
Now, for our international listeners, Bunnings is it's your hardware store. It's a big hardware store. And you can get everything there. Absolutely anything you want. I don't really know why we're going so deep into Bunnings tonight, but it's good to know. It's good for the people out there to know. Now, Bunnings is open 7 days a week, and you can get all your supplies. Maybe you want to go get some timber. Maybe you want to make a hand plane, and that's a really good point. Let's get back in the shed. Let's start making some stuff, Timmy. And on your back wall there, I can see a handboard right there. Is that something that you've made from Bunnings? Oh, here we go.
Look what I've got. I've got the do-it-yourself war hand plane ready to go. I don't know how I'm going to shape this and make this into some sort of hand plane. Maybe we do what we did with Ben Way, and the listeners can suggest some designs that I can shape this into. Maybe we could make a dick glider. We could make a Jeffrey Bezos rocket, which is pretty similar design to the dick glider, actually. But yeah, that's going to be my little project over the next few weeks. Thanks to Ricky for sending that one out. But yeah, I think they had to shut Bunnings for a little while because the Premier was not happy that Bunnings were still operating. And, look what happened to Gladdy. She spoke up about Bunnings and now she's silenced.
Yeah, that's right. And update for our New South Wales listeners, the Premier's gone. Big bad Gladys, as some would like to refer to her as. I actually didn't mind Gladys. I thought she was okay. She was doing a good job.
Do you know what's funny? Like before, I never knew who the Premier was before all this stuff happened. You know, if you know the name of the Premier, something bad is happening in your state.
Yeah, that's right. So we had Gladys Berejiklian. Now try spell that. Imagine her growing up. What year did she learn how to spell that? Like 4 or 5? I was hoping the new Premier, Dominic Perrottet, don't know him from Bar of Soap. Don't really care about him. Heard him on the radio. Sounds okay. Listen, not that trustworthy. I was hoping we were going to get John Barilaro because who doesn't like a barrel? Timmy, you like a barrel?
That's a good one. Was that one of the gags
you
wrote
wrote
down
that.
earlier?
I just wrote that then.
Very good stuff. Now, we should also mention to the listeners that my little article I wrote for War Hand Planes is up, and it's all about getting body surfing in the Olympics. Now, did you get a chance to read this one?
I had a little read of it. Yes, Tim. It looked quite professional. Surprising that you actually wrote that. Who edited that for you?
My brother-in-law actually is an editor, so he gave it a once through and fixed up all my spelling and grammar mistakes. But I quoted you a few times, though. You made a few appearances in there because I guess you're the one heading up this huge campaign.
Well, yeah, Timmy. I mean, it's on my heart to try and get body surfing into the Olympics. And if you listened to last week's episode with Super Biscuit, now what an episode that was! Please go back and listen to that if you haven't. And what have we got? Someone
Hello?
giving us a who's calling in here?
Hello?
Hey, have we? Has someone called in? This is not a call-in show, so I don't know what's happening here. Have we got someone on the line here?
It's your boy. It's your Beezy.
Is that Belly Slater?
It's the Beezy from the Heezy.
Belly has called in, and I think he's got a few things to say about the body surfing getting in the Olympics.
I do have a few things to say about that. What would you like to know?
Well, we've been chatting a little bit off there, and I think I got you a bit riled up, and I just wanted you to have a chance to maybe get some of your opinions out in the open.
You tell me first, are you anti or pro body surfing becoming an Olympic sport?
I'm pro, and I believe he's also pro.
Why is that?
Oh, I just think that we should get it on the
Like
world
why?
stage,
How
mate.
do you see that playing out?
Wait, Belly.
practical terms?
There's things that we need to talk about.
Hello?
Here.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I'm here. I don't think you can
might-
actually hear me. So you're going to have to relay this information, Tim. Just tell Belly that I want it on the world stage and I want fin sprinting there too.
It's a serious question. How do you see it working? Why do you think it would be good?
Well, he's saying he'd like to see body surfing on a world stage.
I see. So he wants it to be popular. He wants more people doing it.
Yeah.
The thing about, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Tim?
We are having some audio issues with our tech down the line to the Central Coast, so I'll just relay everything that Owie says, and hopefully we'll be able to get this going.
Fucking woofo. When are you going to get a real sound guy? So here's my thoughts on body surfing becoming an Olympic sport. I think it's one of the worst ideas out there, and I think it's symptomatic of the community just being really keen about body surfing and wanting to see it promoted kind of in all areas, in all aspects, all the time. But I think we need to discriminate a little bit more than we are at the moment. And I think we need to hold our horses when it comes to body surfing becoming an Olympic sport. Because the thing that we all need to realise is that body surfing is great to do. It's fantastic to participate in, but it is horrible to watch. It is. Firstly, you can't see much of the person. Most of the person is submerged underwater. You've got issues with wave consistency. As we know from most womp-off competitions, you're usually showing off all your trickery in half a foot of dribble. And there are only about 2.5 tricks that you can do when you're body surfing. You can spin one way, you can spin the other way, and you can go tickler. And there's not much else that you can do. I've judged body surfing competitions. They are impossible to score. Nobody deserves any points for going in the water and having fun. And I think all that putting body surfing as an Olympic sport will do, it'll have the same effect as what putting 3-on-3 basketball had in the Olympics, or putting that weird rock climbing discipline where people watch the rock, sweep the rock, fall off the rock. People are going to end up hating body surf.
Timmy, he's raising a lot of really good points.
Like in the same way that people now
He
think
can't hear a word I'm saying.
the world's shittest sport.
But what I need you
And
to
in the way
ask
that
him is
people were
about
so
fin
excited
sprinting.
about watching rock climbing, and then were ultimately bitterly disappointed.
He's going to
because
go on
it's just
forever.
not a
So we
spectator
need
sport.
to tell him
Or a sport
to
that-
bring
or
body
a sport that
surfing
can really
into the
be,
Olympics for fin
judged.
sprinting alone.
And most importantly,
Now-
it's not a sport. It's not a sport, bro. Do not stop me. Timothy, this is the key point. It's not a sport
This is
that
good
should
listening.
be judged. It shouldn't be competitive. It's just fun. It's just going whee down the face of a wave. Yes, we have competitions like Womp-Off, but that's only because it's fun. That's only because it's amazing to get together with a group of dudes and go wee down the faces of waves. But to vie for gold against body surfers of different countries in a serious competitive format is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, and I'm against it. No doubt it would help Ricky sell swag.
Now, Owie's agreeing and saying you make some really good points. He wants to know, could fin sprinting maybe make an appearance at the Olympics?
Absolutely. There's absolutely no question that fin sprinting should always have been. I believe the ancient Greeks had it in their original Olympics. They were butt naked, but for them. And it was the most entertaining, successful event for a very, very long time until Don McCready came in with his fins and fucked the whole thing up with his performance-enhancing fins. So, as soon as we can get that filth out of the competition, the scourge of the international fin sprinting thing, as soon as we can do some proper testing to see if someone is wearing performance-enhancing fins, the better, and the sooner we can have fin sprinting back in the Olympics where it belongs.
All right, Billy.
No, do not stop me. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. The thing about fin sprinting is you can easily see who wins, and you know what the skills involved are. Power, speed, and finability. And when it comes to body surfing, the judging criteria is far too nebulous. Like, what does Ricky have going in Womp-Off? There's size of wave, time on the wave, flow. I think there are points awarded for flow Fluidity, is that one of the criteria as well? Synchronicity has been a criteria. It's ridiculous.
I think Belly's been in lockdown a little bit too long, to be honest.
If body surfers like Ricky want to sell more swag, what they need to do is not vie for the Olympics. They need to form some sort of a circuit like the WWF or the Harlem Globetrotters and travel around the world entertaining the masses. That's the way to bring body surfing to the people.
Oh, we've lost him there.
Now, in your budgie smugglers, fully oiled with some pre-scripted beef between body surfers and play it all out on the beach. A big battle royale on the beach. That's the way to bring body surfing to people. There should never be a trophy at the end of a body surfing competition. There should never be a medal. It should always be a championship belt.
The voice of the people, Belly Slater.
All right, Belly, we might leave you there because we're about to run out of tape. But that was some good gear and some food for thought, Owie. What are your thoughts about
listen,
that one?
He raises a lot of great points about body surfing. At its core, it is just about having fun. It's not about a trophy at the end of the day. And a lot of people are going to agree with him. I have to fundamentally disagree and just say that I think that body surfing is a fundamentally great Olympic sport, and I do enjoy watching it. I enjoy watching it in certain conditions. Yes, it's pretty poor to watch it when it's 1 to 2 foot and onshore. But when the conditions are nice, it's actually really fun to watch. So, listen, an update for that anyway. We've got 171 signatures on the petition. So if you guys want to jump over there, we get to 200 and it just gets bumped up the list a little bit further. Timmy, you've been writing to the Premier and everything.
Yeah, wrote to the Lord Mayor of Brisbane. Got a response from the Deputy, which was pretty, what would you say?
Underwhelming?
Diplomatic, I guess. Yeah, it didn't really give us an answer. They're putting a committee together who is going to decide on what sport or sports are going to be introduced for Brisbane 2032. What are you thinking? If it's not body surfing, what other sports could possibly be there? I think bodyboarding is making a bit of a go for it.
Yeah, and we've said that before. Of course, if it's the Queensland government, they'll probably put rugby league in there, and who doesn't want to see Cam Smith come out of retirement to lead the Australian team around? I, for one, wouldn't want that to happen, so I'm pushing for body surfing, Timmy. Hopefully, with fingers crossed, we can get it over the line.
Cam Smith will be around 60 years old when the Olympics take place in Brisbane, so I don't think he'll be coming out of retirement. But yeah, it's interesting to sort of speculate what sports may be there. Now, we should reflect on how good our interview with Super Biscuit was last week. I don't want to pat our backs because we were awful, but Super Biscuit was amazing and just had some really insightful things about being one of the best sort of hand-plane designers and crafters out there. All I've been thinking about, it's been haunting my dreams, is the pickle fork and how much I want one now.
Yeah.
And I'm so jealous of Robs from Maroubra, who won the pickle fork in our raffle last Christmas. Do you think he does commissions? Could I put an order in for one?
Oh, for sure, Tim. Yeah, just message him directly. For sure, he'll make you one, definitely. And listen, I have dreams about Wolfo getting the video of that interview up on YouTube. So, and listen, in fairness, it's a very hard edit, and syncing the audio would have been quite hard because we actually recorded in about 5 or 6 different parts. Just due to technical difficulties and us being the Budgie Boys. So, yeah, listen, our interview with Super Biscuit will be available on the YouTube at some point in the near future. You can still listen to it via your podcast mediums. And what an interview, Tim. I can't say it enough. It was really good to, as we said, meet one of the big three that we view as some of the best handboard designers in the world. So, Jason Hackforth, the Super Biscuit, go and listen to that interview now.
Yeah, part of that holy trinity that we mentioned last week. Now, we have someone really exciting coming on the podcast next week. I'm really excited about this. I think their products are one of the most innovative and creative and humorous. The Tray Boards are going to be jumping on the podcast, and they've been putting out some great Connie tea lately, and I'm all about it.
Yeah, how good is that? I cannot wait for that. Do we know the gentleman's name that is coming on? Can we get a whisper of that by our executive producer Matt? No, Matt's my name. I'm guessing it's his name too, is it? Yeah. Trey. We'll call him Trey. Trey's a name as well. Uncle Trey.
Trey was the brother of Ryan on the OC.
He was too, yeah. And
I'm
really good
these
show.
These guys are from California.
They are, yeah. It could be the same guy. So we've got Trey from the OC on the show next week. What you say? What you say? Bit of McG. McG directed that, didn't he, Timmy?
Yeah, sure did. We should make a little parody video of us getting shot or something with a tray board. Now, no one knows what we're talking about.
It's shit.
Have a look at
movie
Dear
chat.
Sister.
Movie chat got banned. Remember, Tim? No shit. Movie chat.
If you YouTube Dear Sister, you'll know exactly what our little parody is going to be, because I'm definitely doing that parody.
It's good.
But yeah, Trey had a big announcement. They did a Steve Jobs-esque kind of promotion where he got on Instagram Live and introduced their new product. Take a listen to this.
Every once in a while, you get the opportunity to create a product that's revolutionary and changes the world. Trey Surf Co. has had the opportunity quite a few times already, and today is no exception. So today, I would like to share with you all the hard work that I have been going through and developing to bring you a new tray. So we started back in 2013 with an original tray board, handmade fins. Then we upgraded to the version 2.0, which you already know. Today is very exciting. Today, we launch the Fry Tray. Smaller, lighter, faster. This is the Few Tray. So, we developed smaller fins, smaller tray for different size waves. So now you have a complete quiver. You could ride a large tray or a small tray. But also, some other exciting developments we made is colorways. Now, you have options. A red tray, red fry tray, and a yellow fry tray. Why not? But we didn't stop there. We also brought back the original teal in the V2O. Last but not least, something we developed with the tray is from the large to the small, we've made it modular. So now you can add the small fins to the large tray. Why not? You could create your own to the conditions, how you want to ride, different waves, different trays.
Cool. All right. I'll be signing off.
So there is the CEO of Tray Boards, Matty, who is going to be on the podcast next week. The big news, trays available in all different shapes and sizes and colours.
Are we doing visual gags on the radio now, Tim? No, but it'll be good.
If Fitzy and Whip can do it, I'm doing it.
They're doing it. We're doing it. And we're going to have them on the show next week. Now, we've got a big announcement. Is it the big announcement? We saying the big announcement now? Or are we saying the big announcement later?
Let's save it for next week.
Yeah.
This is huge, but it does involve Tray Boards, and it does involve our executive producer, Woofo, and this is huge, exciting news that he doesn't even know about. So we'll bring that to you live next week on the Bodysurf podcast when we interview Matt from Tray Boards. Now, Owie.
Yep.
I haven't seen you in a while. I know we've put off doing the podcast for a couple of weeks now, and I haven't really, heard about what you've been doing. So enlighten me. What's been happening in your neck of the woods?
Oh, mate, we've just been surfing. Had a really good surf on the public holiday Monday. Really good conditions. And you know what I'm really loving about moving up here to the Central Coast? It's not busy. You can have really good surf, and you can surf it with one or two other people. You're not surfing grovel with 50 blokes. And it's just been really refreshing. And so just enjoying that little bit of late afternoon sun since the daylight saving has kicked in. Just enjoying my body surfing, Timmy, trying to get back to the roots of body surfing. So I've gone out a couple of times without my fins on, with no plane, and just really enjoying it. Working hard and just hanging in there, mate. That's pretty much me. That's me in a bubble.
And you're getting your second injection of the vaccine tomorrow?
Yes. I'm getting my second Pfizer vaccine. We'll fully expect to probably need a booster or a third vaccine. Thinking the Novavax will probably be the third jab that I get. But at this stage, jab 2 tomorrow. Possibility of being a close contact of someone who tested. Haven't tested positive yet to COVID, but their parents have. So I'm just fingers crossed that that she doesn't test positive, because that's going to impact us in getting our vaccine tomorrow. And I may be stuck indoors for the next 2 weeks. So plenty of time for some Connie tea, Timmy.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what are your thoughts about running a smaller version of Womp-Off for people who are double vaxxed and potentially who live in New South Wales?
Yeah, I'm down on that. I reckon that would be a great idea. I mean, everything else is opening up. I mean, you can go to the pub with your grandmother, but you can't go visit her in a hospital as of Monday. So why not? We'd chuck in a body surfing competition, Tim. I'm open to it. I really am. As I've said, I don't know if I've said it on this podcast, but I'll probably be more cautious than what our government allows us to do in how I interact in the public. Just until we get that vaccination rate up a little bit higher, I would like to see it probably close to 90%, and we start seeing that curve come down. But that's just me, and I don't really mind what other people do. They're entitled to do it under the law, so go for it. But yeah, I would be super keen, maybe in a few months' time. But yeah, if we're looking towards having our next body surfing competition as soon as we possibly can, why not a Womp-Off with the double vaxxed?
Well, maybe we'll get Ricky Gilby from War Handplanes on the show soon, just to get a bit of an update of where he's at and if he's thinking about doing anything like that. I know we're talking about it. I went for a body surf with Aaron from the Budgie Boys, and we were discussing it, and yeah, it could be really fun, and it could be a real morale booster for what has been a pretty shocking year. And what a better way to get everyone together than a little Womp-Off. So yeah, unfortunately, a few people will be not in attendance because of some travel rules. But yeah, let's think about getting something going. If not, maybe we run an unofficial thing at the end of the year.
Yeah, why not? I'm keen on that.
I'm definitely keen to put out a little, what are the rules about gathering outside? I think in a few weeks' time we're allowed to have groups of 10 or something like that. So I'm keen to put out a little bit of a feeler of when things are starting to open, to have a meetup maybe at Cronulla or Maroubra, and just see if we can catch up with a few of the guys that we haven't seen for a while.
Yeah, certainly, Tim. I think there's a few people that are going to be really excited to get back in the water. I know that Bondi's one of them that have been stuck out in the western suburbs that are just itching to get in the water. So, and I know they're listening now. So, Bondi, we're thinking about you out in that hellhole. I don't know why you bought a house out there, but you decided to, and you get what you deserve. But we do think about you, Bondi, and can't wait to swim with you soon.
Thoughts and prayers. With Bondi. Well, how are we doing for time, Wolfo? Are we going all right?
We got 10 minutes, Timmy.
Oh, you've got a bit of
I think
time.
you know what? I think it's time for a COVID update, Tim.
Ooh, here we go.
This is the COVID update. Listen, we're day 702 of the pandemic. Pfizer Fenson is still not vaccinated. That's PFIZEN, Pfizer Fenson. Listen, he's been a little bit off the boil, to be honest, and I thought he was going to take his foot off the gas, but then he put it right back on. And he said, "Nah, listen, I'm sticking my heel in here. I'm really anti-vax." And a couple of people have had to unfollow him. I'm on board with him. Yeah, I'm calling him a mate, but no jab, no surf for me. And I think that should be mandated with all the teams. Listen, just get vaccinated. There's no big government conspiracy that's like controlling us to like get a microchip in your arm. If the vaccine doesn't work, and for me, I don't think the vaccines have been that effective, and they're probably not going to be that great for a while until the technology gets better. I'm not a doctor, but I'll get vaccinated. It's fine. Just do it. It's really starting to get annoyed. I'm starting to get annoyed by the whole thing. But anyway, I think we should start a campaign because we had an anti-vaxxer in our own club, Aaron, but he went out and did it because even though he wasn't sold on the idea, he's still got to have a job. I was going to start a campaign called AZ for AZ. Let's get the AstraZeneca for AZA. But he's already gone and got it.
He's got it, yeah.
So I've come up with the next best idea, Timmy, and it's body surfing face masks. Now, all your favorite brands: Ecto, War, you got Belly, wetsuit material, over the face, body surfing face masks. What do you reckon?
Why can't we make our own? We've got to get some merch happening soon. Why not the Bodysurf podcast wetsuit face mask?
Yeah, and you can have the little breathable thing on your mouth. It could even be like a dummy mount sort of thing. Because I mean, we're still going to have to use face masks in the community. Why not do it body surfing?
Let's put in a call to Wing Wetsuits and see if we can get a prototype made up. This is a great idea. I love it.
Thanks, man. That's the COVID update.
We don't have a little playoff for you.
We'll play the same one.
Oh, jeez.
Man, that's the COVID update.
Very professional. Good stuff. All right. Well, we have a little game planned if you're keen, Owie.
I love games.
It's called The Price is Wrong.
Hey, that's the same music you did last time.
It's the same theme song as the age game.
I'm ready.
All right. Work smarter, not harder, I say. So, Owie.
Yes, I'm
Give
here.
us the name of one of your favourite handboards.
I do use the War a lot. Let's go with War.
All right.
What you loading there, Timmy?
Give us the price of a War timber hand plane.
Oh, a War timber. Now I know but the Badfish is about a $79 job. Could be wrong. Around that price mark. I think the War timber is $124.95.
Oh, my wrong buzzer wasn't working there. There it is. A little bit off. $149.95.
Okay. A little bit more expensive.
But that includes delivery.
All right. Okay.
Now, you've got a few of those, haven't you?
Yes, I've got about 3 or 4 of those.
Did you use the mate's rate deal?
I think I purchased my first one. I got the second one for free. And I think the third one was a mates rate deal, actually, Timmy. Yeah, use the code Budgie Boys, and
Yeah, what a
you
deal.
get 5% off. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really? I thought it was a bit more than that.
What, is it 10%?
I think it's even more
Are
than
we
that.
getting
I thought it was like
royalties from
15,
this
20.
thing?
I don't I don't think so. I think we're the only ones that use it.
Okay.
So, yeah, use the promo code Budgie Boys. I think it's still working, which is great.
Of course.
While we're on the subject of war hand planes, yeah, give us a go on a bad fish. How much for a war recyclable plastic bad
I think
fish?
I just said the price a second ago because
Are you going to lock that
I'm
in?
going to lock in $79.95.
$10 off, $89.95.
Really? They're charging that much for plastic these days? Come on, Ricky. Don't pull my leg. It's good, though. They
Now, let's
are
head
really good.
over-
A bit more dense than the timber ones. I found you could get a lot of lift out of those, though.
Yeah, I've just bought a timber. I got the two-tone, which I really love, and I took it out for its little christening on the weekend, and yeah, it was going really nice. I'm trying to get into hand planes a little bit more. I normally don't use them, but you know, I am the co-host of the Bodysurf podcast, so I thought I had to sort of give this a red-hot go. Now, I am on the Slide Handboards Australian website. So these are Australian dollars.
Just before you go to slide, Timmy, 20% discount using the Budgie Boys discount.
Oh, how
That
good
is really
that?
good. So please get on there and buy as many things as you possibly can for a big chunk of the
And-
price off.
Yeah, 20% off a bad fish, and that's a lovely little stocking stuffer just in time for Christmas. And delivery is super quick. I ordered like a few days ago, and it, bam, was in the mail straight away, got it, and was out surfing that afternoon. So, yeah, head over to the War Hand Planes website to order something from Ricky today. Now, let's head over to Slide. As I said, I'm on the Slide Handboards Australian website. So this is all in Australian dollars. How much is the Hawaiian Buller going for?
Okay. The Buller.
All right, then I have to actually be more specific. It's the Hawaiian Buller White Tripal Shore Brake Handboard with GoPro insert and hand strap.
That's very accurate, Timmy. Now, I don't have my music behind me, my thinking music. So this is kind of like the Price is Right game where you go up the little hill and the man falls off the cliff.
The yodeler.
Yeah. I think that I'm going to lock in $229.95.
It's only $159.99, so $160 for that one.
Gee, I'm not as good as this is the age game, am I?
All right, let's go to something you might know. I believe you've got one of these, and I've got one as well. How much for the Slide Grom Soft Top Fun Handboard for body surfing with hand strap, available in multicolours?
Good price point. This one, I think it's. I'm going to say mid to high 60s, $69.95.
$80, $79.99.
Gee.
Should we stay with Slide, or would you like to try someone else?
We can stay with Slide. Now, just letting our listeners know that we've got less than 1 minute on our little Zoom meeting. So maybe, Timmy, we can do a short break. You got a little sting there we could pad out to and then come back?
Yeah, why don't we have a word from our sponsors,
Yeah, why not?
and then we'll come back with more on the Bodysurf podcast. The Bodysurf podcast is proudly sponsored by Steady Freddy. Steady Freddy, do more in the bedroom with Steady Freddy, a spray designed to give you a more fulfilling love life.
G'day, it's your new delay spray. Spray on, play on. Formulated by a medical doctor, Steady Freddy has fast and discreet delivery. Express posted, it'll come fast, but you won't. And it has a 30-day satisfaction guarantee.
Make the good times last. Steady Freddy Control Spray fits right in your pocket, so you're always ready to go. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
Make your slonger last longer. And Steady Freddy are giving Bodysurf podcast listeners $10 off their control spray and a free 3-pack of ultra-thin condoms when you use promotional code BODYSURF.
100% of Steady Freddy reviewers would recommend this product to a friend. So what are you waiting for? Go to steadyfreddy.com and try it today. Check out steadyfreddy.com and get $10 off and a free 3 ultra thin condoms when you use promotional code BODYSURF.
We said that 2 times, so you better do it doubly as fast. Steady Freddy is a sponsor of the Bodysurf podcast.
Check out steadyfreddy.com and grab some good gear today.
Yo!
And we are back. Okay, before the break, Owie was guessing the price of some good gear. We're talking about Slide Handboards Australia. And Owie, I want you to guess the price of a very premium board, so keep that in mind. This is the Fish 389 handboard for body surfing with camera insert and hand strap. Now, I'm going to give you a bit of a hint for this one. It is over $200.
Okay. And now I was thinking about in the break just hopping onto Safari and typing in the products so I could get the right price. Now you say it's over $200. I know some of the slide gear is quite expensive with good reason. They're a really nice product. Now just what are the nice features about this one, Timmy? Just give me a little rundown.
Well, it's big. It's a big boy. It's I'm guessing it's carbon fiber. It's got the insert for the GoPro.
Did you ride one of these in the wave pool?
I think I rode the funny one, maybe the Wedge, California. It was the bubblegum one, the blue and pink one.
That's right.
And I've got that great photo of me getting absolutely hammered on a big wave.
He got absolutely pantsed and every single one of us loved it. I think, Timmy, it's mid to high 200s. You're buying that. That's a good mantelpiece board, that one. I'm saying listen, if I get it within the right bracket, can I get a ding, ding, ding here? Because the exact number is quite hard to do because even the cents I'm going to be off. I'm going to say 279.
279. You're way off. It's $229.99. So $230 for that one.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad. Alrighty, well, why don't we head over to someone that makes a really, really good product, Podwear. How much do you reckon a Podwear hand surfers Bodysurf pod handboard goes for? Now, this is their main line. I rode one of these a while back. I had a grey one. It's a pretty big boy. This is the one you can ride back to front.
Oh, okay.
So you can spin it around. They're a medium-sized hand plane. You can get them in all sorts of colours. This is actually a pretty decent price for what it is. Pretty good price. So not too expensive for this one, Owie.
It's the board that a lot of our dads learnt to kind of hand plane on, didn't they? Everyone had one in the bucket.
Well, actually, I lent one off my dad's friend, so you're absolutely right with that one.
That's right. I think this is a really nice introductory board from Pod. I think that it's going to be. I reckon that's $29.
Whoa!
It's only a bit of plastic, cheap. Timmy.
75 for that one.
75 bucks.
I think
Shane's taking us for a run.
Alrighty. What else do you like? Oh, you like a bit of Ecto, don't you?
I love everything, Tim. I'll jump on anything, Tim. That's why I'm not sponsored. Not that I'm good enough to be sponsored. Am I right? But I just like jumping on any board that I can get my hands on. So yeah, why don't we jump over to Ecto?
Well, Ecto, this is one of my favourite Ecto boards. This is the Ecto fly fish. So the wooden fly fish with the green or teal tail.
Yeah.
And I want you to guess how much that board is in a combo. So you get it with the green or teal defins.
Okay.
So the Ecto combo with the defins and the Ecto fly fish.
Yeah. Now, I know Ecto, I would say that their prices are a little high, but their products are really good. So I've actually been using my fly fish, and it's not even my fly fish, it's Jesse Mawson's fly fish. I've just hijacked it and went into quarantine with it. So with the fins, with the teal to fins, that combo's probably got to be fins are 90, hand planes 120. What's 120 plus 90? $215.
Pretty close. It's $249.95, so $250 for that combo, and that's available on eBay. So you can jump over to eBay and buy that right now. All right, let's do one more. Owie, your dealer's choice. What are you liking the vibe of?
Oh, I don't know what you've got left there, Timmy. I'd say you pick one for me. You let me know what you got. I like a Benway, but he does his custom. You can't really buy them direct. Super Biscuit, I mean, you can buy his direct, but I don't know, Timmy. What do you got for me?
Well, why don't we do a Super Biscuit, because he was a guest on the podcast last week, and what a guest he was. Let me just pull this up. Give this 1 second. If I move that one over here and this one here.
Why didn't you just put this all in one document? Is it all on different tabs?
I'm looking it up as I go. I'm on the Google. All right, let's jump onto the Super Biscuit store, superbiscuit.com, and what a great website he has as well.
No wonder we're laggy. Downloading Age of Empires over here.
I'm double vaxxed. I got 5G, bruh. All right. Okay, well, this is great because this is the board I will be buying very shortly. How much for the pickle fork?
Oh, the pickle fork.
Now, this is US dollars, so I'm not going to translate it for you. You've got to guess it in US dollars.
Oh, in US. So, pickle fork. A lot of effort goes into those. Fiberglassed. He's very meticulous with his craftsmanship. I'm going to say in US dollars, 320.
Way off. $155 US. That's a steal. I'm not sure about how that converts, but I am going to be picking one of those up very shortly. And I think I'll be the envy of all the budgie boys.
You will be.
All right, Owie. Well, I think we got to get out of here. Do it all again real soon. Next week, Tray Boarding is going to be on the podcast. Matt from Tray Boarding. It's going to be an amazing show, so stay tuned for that. Super Biscuit will be up on YouTube soon, so Woofo is quickly editing that and going to upload it very soon. It's a great chat. If you haven't heard it, jump on it right now. It's on the Bodysurf podcast, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you might be getting podcasts these days. But yeah, that's about it from us. So let's get out of here. Do it all again real soon. But for now,
Timmy, don't ever forget, it's always overhead when you're body surfing.